your donkeys, whatever it is, your favorite pet videos or photo to mobileburn@gmail.com. That's mobileburn@gmail.com. We're going to upload the videos and play them on the TV. Wait. Yes, I said on TV. That's right, you and your animals getting all famous and stuff. Send Ace Country those funny videos of the creature around the farm or the house. You could win a date with me, Fitz, on the air. Actually, you could win a pair of concert tickets for the best entry because I'm a married man. Happily married man. I got a bunch of babies and I got a bunch of animals. So I might be sending my videos too. It's an all call, y'all. Get out the camera, shoot some videos, or take a photo of those creatures and those animals. There is not a time limit.
LV.net provides fast, reliable internet at a fair price. We're a locally operated company and have proudly served the city of Las Vegas since 1994. At LV.net, we're your friends and neighbors, so you can be confident that you'll always get the best customer service. Our team is available 24/7, 365. There's no credit checks, no hidden fees, no data caps, and we will never raise your rates. LV.net is your hometown internet service provider. Don't forget, call LV.net at 702-9-MILLION. That's 702-900-0000.
This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900. News is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Welcome to News 25 here on KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Stacy Jensen. It is Friday, October 7th.
Well, a murder suspect was arrested in Las Vegas after a mass shooting, and 2 people are deceased and 6 injured. Las Vegas Metro held a press conference, and that is actually a mass stabbing. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department is investigating the cause of a stabbing that has left 2 people dead and 6 more injured. On October 6th at approximately 11:42 in the morning, Metro Police received a report of a stabbing with multiple victims in front of a casino in the 3100 block of South Las Vegas Boulevard. Responding officers quickly identified the suspect in the area, and he was taken into custody without further incident. A total of 8 victims were located. One of those victims was pronounced deceased at the scene, and the second victim was pronounced deceased at University Medical Center. The Clark County Coroner's Office has identified the victims in this case as 47-year-old Brent Allen Hallett of Las Vegas and 30-year-old Maris Marine DiGiovanni of Las Vegas. The remaining victims were transported to area hospitals. Currently, 3 of them are in critical condition and the others are stable, according to Las Vegas Metro. At this time, the suspect's motive is unknown. He has been booked into the Clark County Detention Center. The investigation is ongoing. This morning, Sheriff Joe Lombardo held a press conference.
I want to emphasize what I said to you earlier. The suspect is in custody. The strip is secure, and our investigators are working to process the scene. We're also working to reopen the boulevard as soon as possible. So the steps that we're trying to achieve now is to ensure the victim is properly taken care of, and within the confines of the law and what we need to do, which is proper. And then we will condense the crime scene down to a manageable size so that we can have ingress, egress of the people along the Las Vegas Boulevard corridor. LVMPD works tirelessly not only to keep our residents safe, but to ensure the safety of the millions of people who come to Las Vegas every year.
The suspect has been identified as 32-year-old Yanni Barrios. He has been booked into the Clark County Detention Center on 2 counts of open murder with a deadly weapon and 6 counts of attempted murder with a deadly weapon. This was an isolated incident. All evidence indicates that Barrios acted alone and there were no other outstanding suspects at this time. It appears that Barrios was targeting showgirls on the strip. If you would like to donate to the fund on GoFundMe, you can go to Las Vegas Showgirl Recovery Fund.
And Nevada Highway Patrol now has an update concerning a fatal crash that occurred last month on U.S. Highway 95.
Nevada Highway Patrol has updated a fatal incident that occurred on the U.S. Highway 95 at mile marker 26 in Nye County on September 24th. Preliminary investigation has revealed at approximately 6:40 a.m., Nevada State Police responded to a reported fatal crash at the location on the highway north of mile marker 26. Upon arrival, it was determined that a white Acura and a white Volvo semi with a trailer attached were traveling southbound on the highway. The semi was in front of the Acura. The Acura was traveling, according to police, at a high rate of speed as it approached the rear of the semi. The driver of the Acura failed to decrease the vehicle's speed and steered to the left. The right of the front of the Acura struck the left rear of the semi. The Acura entered the northbound travel lane and began to rotate clockwise and overturned. The driver of the Acura was then ejected from the vehicle as it overturned. The driver of that vehicle succumbed to injuries sustained as a result of this crash and was pronounced deceased on scene. That driver was identified as Benny Jr. Ramirez. He is 41 years old and a male from Colton, California. No injuries were reported from the driver of the semi-tractor trailer.
Well, this morning, one person was medically transported from a crash involving a sedan and a motorcycle right here in Pahrump.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office is investigating the cause of a two-vehicle crash that occurred this morning on Center Street and First. Upon arrival, they found two individuals described as being entrapped inside a compact vehicle. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies requested the assistance of Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, who arrived on scene. The passenger inside the vehicle was transported by ground ambulance to Desert View Hospital with injuries sustained as a result of this crash with a motorcycle. The motorcycle rider claimed no injuries at the time of the incident. That rider appeared to be carrying a large amount of eggs at the time of the collision. No other injuries were claimed at the time. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies diverted traffic around the incident while the investigation and cleanup of the scene was conducted.
And we'll be back with more News 25 right after this break.
Out of nowhere, a crash can happen when you least expect it.
We didn't see it coming.
Not all injuries are apparent at the time of the crash.
Within a matter of seconds, all we heard was two cars colliding together. Took my husband to the hospital. There's more to car accidents and insurance and everything that has to do with them than you understand. So we were referred to Jonathan Nelson because the case was more complicated than we initially thought.
Here at J.K. Nelson, we just want you to concentrate on one thing, getting better. Leave the rest to us. Give us a call today, 727-9900. That's J.K. Nelson Law at 727-9900.
They could help you better than you could ever help yourself, and I would highly recommend J.K. Nelson Law.
Call J.K. Nelson Law at 775-727-9900.
Power up your savings with Ram Power Days going on now at Saida Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. We are your original hometown dealer. We also have the largest inventory in Nye County. At Saida Trudeau, we have been serving Nye County for over 20 years. We make buying or ordering your new Ram easy. Come in and take advantage of available 0% financing and no payments for up to 90 days. Ram is the only truck to receive Motor Trend's Truck of the Year 3 years in a row. Ram was also recently named Best Truck Brand for 2022 by U.S. News and World Reports. Ram also came in #1 in driver appeal amongst large light-duty pickups, according to J.D. Powers. Come in and see the difference for yourself during Ram Power Days going on now
at Saida Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram, your original hometown dealer. We want only to be the best.
No monthly payments for 90 days, valid on subvented and standard APR contracts. On select models, 0% financing and deferred monthly payments for well-qualified retail buyers when financing through Chrysler Capital. Not all buyers will qualify.
Is your health insurance really health insurance? Work with your local Nevada HealthLink preferred brokers at Battleborn Financial. We're free to use on the corner of Pahrump Valley and Calvada.
775-764-2252.
Join us Saturday, November 5th for Select Health Family Fun Day at the Intermountain Healthcare parking lot on Loop Road. bingo at 9 a.m., and family fun from 10 to 1. Train rides, family fun games, and even prizes. Join us for this free event.
Thank you for once again voting the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza Best of Pahrump as #1 in vehicle sales and service 4 years in a row. Visit PahrumpCars.com to check out our amazing lineup of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, along with tons of high-quality pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models. Plus, get your vehicle's value, a free credit score, even get pre-approved. Our goal is finding you the right vehicle and making it the right price. Need your vehicle serviced? PahrumpCars.com has you covered. Click on Service and Parts to schedule an oil change, tune-up, or any repair, big or small. Our ASE and GM trained technicians do it all. While you're there, check out our new accessories page and customize your ride today. All accessories can be shipped directly to you or be sent to the Auto Plaza for easy installation. That's PahrumpCars.com.
Shake off the COVID blues and revitalize your home. It's time to get those carpets, tile, and upholstery looking good again. Call Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Now that things are opening up, friends and family are back together. Call Todd's to make sure your home looks its best. Todd specializes in carpets, upholstery, tile, grout, draperies, area rugs, and carpet repairs. They even clean your garage and driveway. Call a local company with a quality reputation you know and trust. Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning, 702-595-0488.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
And welcome back. The Department of Corrections says that an offender, Jeremiah Nichols, is back in custody at High Desert State Prison after driving away from his Casa Grande transitional housing work assignment in May. 32-year-old Nichols was arrested May 5th of this year for a DUI after driving away from his work site in his employer's vehicle. In an oversight by the Department of Corrections, a return warrant was not issued, and Nichols was released from the Clark County Detention Center on his own recognizance. He was arrested again on September 22nd on suspicion of carjacking and kidnapping. He then subsequently released on house arrest in a joint operation with local law enforcement. Department of Corrections recaptured Nichols on October 4th, and he was then booked into the High Desert State Prison. Department of Corrections has adopted stricter notification protocols to ensure that this does not happen again.
Well, the Nevada Department of Corrections has confirmed that 2 offenders in custody at Ely State Prison sent mail containing a powdery substance to a Las Vegas courthouse. The mail was delivered on Friday and Monday. At this time, the substance from one envelope has been identified as a harmless substance, and the other has not yet been identified. The incident is now under active investigation. No injuries or symptomatic responses have been reported. The Nevada Department of Corrections will conduct an internal investigation into this incident, and any potential charges related to the incident will be referred to the Attorney General's office. Legal mail and correspondence sent by inmates is not searched before leaving the Nevada Department of Corrections institutions. While the investigation into this incident is ongoing, NDOC will begin a review regulations and procedures for best practices going forward.
And a woman taken into custody after the discovery of a stolen vehicle. Here's more on that story.
Deputies with the Nye County Sheriff's Office have arrested a female by the name of Tony Reyes for 1 count of possession of a stolen vehicle and 1 count of possession of a 1,2 controlled substance and use or possession of drug paraphernalia. On September 18th, deputies responded to a report of a stolen vehicle at Walmart here in Pahrump on Highway 160. Upon arrival, they made contact with an individual who was inside a U-Haul with the Arizona plate. The vehicle's license came back to a stolen vehicle out of Topeka, Kansas. The female was the sole occupant and driver of the vehicle. She was identified as Tony Reyes, who came back with a Kansas driver's license. At that time, Tony was informed that she was in possession of a stolen vehicle, and she had a full extradition warrant out of Kansas for failure to appear. During a search of the vehicle, deputies say that they discovered a hypodermic hypodermic needle full of brown liquid, and also a $20 bill that was folded up that appeared to have something inside of it that was discovered to be a white crystal substance. Both of the substances came back as possible methamphetamine. Reyes has been taken into custody and transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center and is facing charges related to these crimes.
Well, you might have heard about a fight in the middle of the intersection near the center of town over the weekend. We have more on that story and who was arrested right now.
Dana Weston has been arrested for one count of assault with a deadly weapon. On October 5th, deputies were dispatched to the intersection of Highway 160 and 372 in regards to a fight among two males. Upon arrival, they made contact with a witness who said that they had witnessed a fight between two individuals. One was believed to be holding a pipe. Deputies say that they walked towards an individual that they had prior contact and identified him as Dana Weston. They said that Dana Weston had dropped the object that he was holding in his hand that was identified as a hard plastic handle from a gas station window cleaner. The witness told police that they did not see Weston actually strike the individual. When speaking with the victim, he in fact said that he was struck with the object. The witness told police that Dana also made several other threats to him, including threatening to shoot him. At that time, Weston was taken into custody and transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center.
Well, we've got the latest on what's happening with solar farms here in town after this break.
Hurt in a wreck and don't have health insurance or money for co-pays and deductibles? No problem. At Lerner & Rowe, we can get you the medical treatment you need with no out-of-pocket cost. And we don't get paid till we win your case.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Everyone deserves quality health care, but not everyone can afford it. That's why Silver State Health Services is providing high-quality, cost-effective health care to those who need it the most. Whatever your status, uninsured or underinsured, from babies to seniors, primary care to behavioral health, our mission is to offer everyone access to quality, affordable care. Silver State Health Services, dedicated to building a healthy community. Make your appointment today at silverstatehealth.org.
The hardware store that has it all. Pahrump Rentals and Do It Best Hardware. Quality tools including a massive channel lock product line, plumbing, indoor and outdoor growing supplies, custom hydraulic hoses, custom paint matching, key cutting. And we're more than just hardware. A huge hobby and art department, homeopathic remedies, Myers Natural Cleaning Products, Duke Cannon men's products, gourmet nuts and licorice, local honey and bee pollen, and all kinds of unique gifts. Shop local, everything. If you don't see it, we can get it at Pahrump Rentals and Do It Best Hardware.
I'm already on Medicare. Can I ignore all this mail? I keep hearing I can get more from my Medicare. How do I do that?
Reply hazy. Ask again.
This 8-ball's just as confused as everyone else.
You're not using that right. Give me that. Where can I get Medicare advice?
The Medicare store.
Have you tried calling your neighbors at the Medicare store? Find a location near you at themedicarestore.com.
Hablamos español.
A car wreck can be one of the worst times of your life. Injuries, car repairs, and now the insurance company doesn't want to pay?
Lerner & Rowe has the experience and proven results to take you from wreck to check.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Issues of violent crime, opioid and fentanyl abuse, and mental illness in our communities and detention centers are personal to me. By partnering with the county, obtaining the ICE contract, I created 35 new jobs at no cost to the county or the public. Those jobs allowed me to reopen the Tonopah Jail and staff both jails safely, added 24/7 in-house medical and mental health services. I will continue to implement technology to ensure safety and transparency. Vote for results, not promises. Vote Sharon Worley. Issues of violent crime, opioid and fentanyl abuse, and mental illness in our communities and detention centers are personal to me. By partnering with the county, obtaining the ICE contract, I created 35 new jobs at no cost to the county or the public. Those jobs allowed me to reopen the Tonopah Jail and staff both jails safely, added 24/7 in-house medical and mental health services. I will continue to implement technology to ensure safety and transparency. Vote for results, not promises. Vote Sharon Worley.
Hi, this is David with eCells e-bikes located right here in Pahrump, Nevada. We were the first manufacturer in the world to offer twin motor, twin battery, full suspension designed e-bikes. eCells e-bikes, ECELLS.com, 702-960-2015. You come on by, we'll give you a free ride and check out one of these babies.
Is your health insurance really health insurance? Work with your local Nevada HealthLink preferred brokers at Battleborn Financial. We're free to use on the corner of Pahrump Valley and Calvada.
775-764-2252.
Join us Saturday, November 5th for Select Health Family Fun Day at the Intermountain Healthcare parking lot on Loop Road. Bingo at 9 a.m. and family fun from 10 to 1. Train rides, family fun games, and even prizes. Join us for this free event.
2022 has been nicknamed the Great Resignation. If you find yourself in this situation and want to change careers, why not invest in yourself and build your own business? A career in real estate is one where hard work is rewarded with unlimited income. Sound good? We have an online pre-licensing school available. Call me, Norma Jean, at 775-209-5819.
I am Karen Driscoll. I'm a Marine Corps wife and mother of 3. My oldest son has autism. The strains on our typical military families are extraordinary. You add on the challenges of autism, access to care issues, and at times having to pay for effective treatments, and these families are pushed to the brink. We've lived in 5 different homes. That means 5 different medical.
An abundant sunshine here in the desert provides the ideal setting for production of solar energy. But many in Nye County don't want those solar farms in their backyards. This week, Nye County commissioners tackled the issue of solar development once again. The goal to provide a better roadmap for where those solar projects can be built. Nye County Director of Planning Brett Wagner says it can be done, but he does add that it is a process that will take time and careful consideration.
I just really think we've done quite a battle here in this particular forum, and the only thing I can think to do right now that I would like to ask if this commission would support is to disallow photovoltaic, I'm not going to say the word right, generation facilities within the regional planning district period. And so should someone come to us, there'll be no exception. You know, if they want to do a generation facility on even private land, they're going to have to get a special waiver and consideration to make that happen. But I just think we're so done with solar within this regional planning district to start with. That's what I think needs to happen.
So I just want to be clear. So outside of the Pahrump Regional Planning District, you're willing to entertain solar, and you don't believe currently the policy allows us to even look at it. So you want to adjust the policy and say, hey, look, outside of the PDRP, let's talk.
Well, let's let each one of those communities bring to us what they want. And the very least we can do right now is make a dissemination for the RPD. And should facilities are already being proposed in other areas, each one of those communities need to be telling us what they want. Well, we've been very clear from this community what they want.
I think it's more than just the PRPD. And I think anything that's even outside the PRPD needs a boundary. We need to make sure that we want to keep them far enough away from not only the PRPD, but any other town within the county that doesn't want it within their town. And even if it's outside their town, that there's boundaries around that as well. This is how far or how close you can make it. People at BLM definitely want to know from the county what stay-out areas do we have, so they don't even put forth any documentation. So they can just say, sorry, county said no, go someplace else. We've talked about this before, so you know where I'd like to go with this, and I think the board's in the same place. We know we don't want anything in our community, but we need to give them boundaries around the community so they know how far they can go. at least in our county.
I've never dealt with moratoriums of any kind whatsoever, but that's kind of what you're proposing. And I don't know if there's criteria. We'll have to work with the DA's office to see what kind of criteria, or what findings the board or whatever the authority is to make those kind of decisions would need to have to actually do that. I do believe it's going to require far more than just a map with whatever boundaries.
Absolutely.
It's going to require code amendments to actually write that in, and that's where we're going to have to work with the DA's office to make sure it's properly done, so it doesn't, cause us problems, lawsuits, and that kind of stuff down the road.
Well, there is a wood available right now, especially for Pahrump residents. I got a phone call from the Forest Service yesterday who is urging Pahrump residents to get some wood that is available up there in Trout Canyon. The Humboldt-Toyabe National Forest Spring Mountain National Recreation Area will be selling firewood permits on a first-come, first-served basis. There will be approximately 210 cords of wood available for sale, and that is on right now. Permits will be sold through Friday, November 14th, or until available permits are gone. To minimize the impacts of the spread of COVID-19, firewood permits will only be processed via email. Permit holders will begin cutting and collecting wood as soon as Saturday, October 1st, but only after permit and load tags are received via U.S. Postal Service. For detailed instructions on how to purchase firewood permits and cutting locations, you can visit their website. Interested woodcutters may also contact the individuals that I'm going to tell you about in just a moment from September 21st until the November 5th deadline. A cord of wood can be purchased with a credit card for $40, and there's a maximum of 2 cords per household. Firewood permits are for personal use only and are non-transferable and non-refundable. Forest officials stress that it is extremely important for woodcutters to carefully read the comprehensive list of rules, regulations, and instructions that they will receive with their permits. Future firewood sales will continue to be announced via news release and on the Humboldt-Toyabe National Forest website at fsusda.gov or on facebook.com Humboldt-Toyabe NF. And we do have the information, of course, on our Facebook page. You can go to KPVM's Facebook page to get those phone numbers that we were telling you about, to call them directly, or to go to the fs.usda.gov, or of course the Humboldt-Toyabe Facebook page, of course, to get all of those details.
And football season is back, and so are all those delicious game day foods. Pizza, wings, popcorn, pretzels, you name it, but they're not exactly the healthiest. So you should cut them out completely, or is it moderation? Okay, here's more.
Number one, let's think about sitting down for a football game, whether it's at a stadium or within our couch. If it is a one-time thing during the week where you're going to have some wings or you're going to have some things that typically you wouldn't have on a regular basis, I think the key here is just portions.
Kristen Kirkpatrick is a registered dietitian for Cleveland Clinic. She says a good tip to keep in mind is pay attention to your hunger. Are you actually hungry, or are you just mindlessly eating during the game? And try to limit your alcohol intake too, which could impair your decision making when it comes to what to eat. As for healthy alternatives, consider baking your wings instead, or using an air fryer. You can also use a dry rub or sugar-free sauce. Rather than buying dip from the store, try making your own with fresh ingredients, and have veggies on the side like carrots and celery. And if you're at the game, swap out a hot dog for a grilled chicken sandwich.
So really getting that fiber and nutrient density, sure, the chicken sandwich will probably have a white bun. If they have a whole grain, you could go with that option. But again, if you go with that option, that's going to be much better than, let's say, getting a hot dog and getting some fries or onion rings or some other fried food.
And Kirkpatrick also suggests that if you're having people over, to put food in the kitchen or dining room once everyone has eaten. That way there's a less chance or temptation to randomly snack during the game.
My friends would never speak to us ever again. It was that look of that video looked kind of like Blue's Clues. All right, well, we're going to go to Pat with Never Forgotten Animal Society. He's going to show us Odin.
Today's Save a Pet segment is made possible by Realty Executives in Action. Put the team at Realty Executives in action for you.
Hi, I'm Pat with Never Forgotten Animal Society, and I'm here with Odin. Odin is a wonderful cat. He's about 2 years old, and he is mostly white with a little black on his head, and just a sweet, loving little man who loves to be able to play and interact with people. As you can see, he loves being cuddled. He likes being held. His brother is with him, and his name is Otis, and he is another wonderful cat. He is gray and white, and he is available here at Never Forgotten Animal Society. We're at 520 East Street in Suite C as in Charlie, right behind Wells Fargo Bank, on the immediate corner of Wilson Road and East Street. We open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. And you're welcome to come on in. No appointment is necessary, and you're more than welcome anytime. Our phone number is area code 775-537-8674. And as I said, these guys, they love to be cuddled and held. So even if you're not going to adopt, come on in, give them the love and attention that they need. We're open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. every day except Sunday. So come on in. No appointment necessary.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
All right, you know what I'm excited about?
What are you excited about?
The weekend and possibly the temperatures that I've heard about.
And great weather, that's right.
This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900. News is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Welcome to News 25 here on KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Stacy Jensen.